Hello and welcome to the first edition of the TradeRoots newsletter. If you're receiving the newsletter, it's because you've purchased from us before and indicated you'd like to be on our mailing list. I'd like to tell you a little bit about TradeRoots. We've been involved in the raw material business for almost 50 years, primarily providing the Native American community in New Mexico and Arizona, the Zuni, the Hopi, the Navajo, with their raw materials for their jewelry. I've sourced these materials directly in the Philippines, Indonesia, Mexico, the Mediterranean. I began this business in the jungles of Central America, procuring macaw feathers for the Zuni and the Hopi for ceremonial purposes, and it's expanded from there. I think that today, with the coronavirus and with people being locked down, that it's really a challenge for artists to get the materials they need and to be able to rely on their suppliers to get the quality they need. And here at TradeRoots, we guarantee the quality. In fact, anything that you ever get from us, as long as you haven't cut into it, of course, you're welcome to trade it back for something else. So you're always secure in whatever you order from us. I think that because the Tucson show has been canceled this year, that we'd like to bring you our materials and have a little online Tucson show. And I think to make things easier and more enjoyable, we're going to make a 15% discount across the board for anything you order: raw materials, coral, jewelry, Zuni fetishes, Raymond Navajo carvings. Anything on our website will be available to you at 15% off, and in this newsletter there'll be a coupon for you to clip. So that being said, I think I'd like to take you on a little tour of the various raw material rooms and the other rooms here in the studio. We are in the raw materials room. This is all turquoise, all of these bins. This is what I fill your orders from. Turquoise from probably 30 or 40 different mines, many of which don't even function anymore. Here we've got all the coral, mother of pearl, abalone, freshwater clamshell. In fact, let's look at a little coral while we're here. Let's give it a little spritz. This size branch hardly exists anymore. Huge branches. And here's some turquoise. I've pulled out a little turquoise. Let's give it a little spritz. Bring up the color. Here's some huge Sleeping Beauty from the mine that no longer even exists. Beautiful, solid blue Sleeping Beauty. Ooh. Look at this one. Here's Morenci. This Morenci was all mined in the 1950s. I have 6 or 7 different kinds of Morenci mined over the years. Here is some Kingman. Let's give it a little spritz. This is all turquoise mountain. Let's see if you can see the spider web in here. All watermark material, and some of it is got amazing spider web. Here's that same material that's been stabilized. This gives you an idea of what it's going to look like when it's finished. So the raw materials, the turquoise, it goes on and on. And in fact, you can even request us to have a video chat, and we can look at materials together and you can select exactly what you're interested in. And here's the carving and sculptural room. This first group of carvings is all from the Raymond Navajo band of Indians over in Raymond, New Mexico, and they specialize in using all higher-end materials. Oh, here's some labradorite, fluorite, some rhodochrosite, some azurite that came out of the old Bluebird mine in the 1950s, fossilized walrus, sugilite, amber, lapis lazuli, and this area is all Zuni carvings. Some of these are amazingly realistic and very delicate. Others are symbolic, and you will see a lot of these on our website. Let's look at a little bit of jewelry. This is the neckwear I call the goddess beads because it represents 8 or 10 or 12 different materials: lapis, sugilite, amber, ivory, mother of pearl, coral, turquoise. Here's an example of some of the jewelry that we are having made out on the Navajo reservation. Look at all this coral. We're just using the absolute best of the turquoise that exists. Here's a great fetish by Bernard Homer from Zuni, who unfortunately passed away just a year ago. Giant set of goddess beads, really major set. Beautiful old style cluster work. Yeah. Some beautiful coral with 18 karat gold. All Sleeping Beauty beads, again with 18 karat and some with sterling. And finally, this is a case of what I call my pet rocks. A display case of really museum quality materials. Deep purple sugilite. So I have representations of just almost every mine here. There's a big fetish by Amos Pino Jr. And beautiful fossil walrus ivory sled runner. Azurites. So there you have it. You've had a very nice visual display, a visual tour, and I'm happy to do it in person. And we look forward to hearing from you as you delve into the site. Thank you.